Oh, that's the good stuff right there. It's no PS2 launch noise, but it's not bad. Alright, I think that'll work. I hope. Let's try that one. Sorry, audio, per usual, audio is on the fly. Alright, let's try that. So yeah, this is Lost Odyssey, a game that came out exclusively for the 360, which is basically one of a kind. Nope, need it right about there. Alright, battle cursor, let's save. It's just something I need to get used to at the end of the day. Camera, normal, God knows if their normal is normal though. Could be like 11 where they both need to be inverted because they start out inverted normally. Some garbage. How about that for an opening cinematic, huh? Hey, Meshi, how you doing? That's pretty good, right? Going pretty good, man. I need to futz with this audio a little bit. I can't do it in combat, though. I think that might do it. Told to play this game. Many people were told to play this game and never did. Number one, because it's a 360 exclusive. Number two, because it's as classic as RPG gets it. You bought it but haven't played it? Ugh. I don't blame you. This is a very specific kind of game. Honest to God, I probably wouldn't have played it, but Rhino was kind of begging me for it, and then I asked a couple other jabronis choices, and they were like, do Lost Odyssey, and I was like, really? Alright. I did finish Metal Gear Solid, yep. Nah, Raiden never... Raiden's a god. Also, what a way to get dunked. Fuck. So, I'm hoping that they explain a ton of these mechanics to me.
Okay.
Because... I just don't know.
Okay.
I also don't know if I'm supposed to be able to beat this thing. Ever since the end of the Metal Gear stream, I've been listening to Mistral's theme song on repeat for like, good God, ever. It's a JRPG. Okay, let's not pretend that all JRPGs do that, because I played, what's the name of that shit? It's not Lost Odyssey. No, not Last Guardian. Oh, come on, it came out on PC. It was a 360 game, came out on PC, had battalions and shit like that. Oh, what was it called? Oh, I have to switch, it's gonna bug the shit out of me. I have to open up Steam. Scrolling. The Last Remnant. The Last Remnant was mechanically the most complex game, RPG, I can't say game, but RPG I have ever played. And it didn't explain shit.
Okay.
69, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to turn sound effects down when I can. It's okay, because we got this thing. It gave us a 10 healing things. 10 healing medicines. And it's down. I've never seen this before. How about that as a way to go, huh? Now you thought other spells were cool. Fucking meteor. The Highlands of Woe, the Hippocenter. The Hippocanther. We'll just save over this. Many, many moons ago, I tried playing this game again. So yeah, full disclosure, I've played and beaten this game. It was 10 years ago? Probably longer? But I don't remember much except the important things. And the important things are we're all going to cry. I'm going to cry. And this is one of the reasons I didn't want to stream the game and Rhino was so insistent, because he's a sadistic asshole.
Let's take him now.
But not too long ago I tried playing it and couldn't do it, but some weird little fellas, huh? Insane Kent soldier. It's like a dog. Well, I mean, it's a zombie of some kind, but zombie dog? I don't even know. Listen to that wind chime. Oh, victory, baby. Alright, let me see about... Alright, I think like that. And then I boost this a little bit. Or that. There we go. The victory fanfare, thank you. I knew there's a term for that, just brain hole not work very well. See, this is Mistwalker made this game. A couple classic games. They made this, they made one of those games for Operation Rainfall. What was the name of that game? The Last Story? Oh man, a lot of Last games. But yeah, The Last Story for the Wii back in the day, which is a part of a trifecta called Operation Rainfall, which are games that didn't make it to America, that were petitioned so heavily that they actually made it. It was Xenoblade, Last Story, and Pandora's Tower, which I played all three. All three were good. Some better than others, but yeah, Mistwalker is made up of old school Squeenix devs. And their first foray into 3D, which is this game, is pretty fucking good. The Bruiser Ring. Alright, here we go. To trigger the target ring system, you need rings. After you equip your characters with rings, the attack command will bring up the target ring automatically. Target ring battle system adds assorted abilities to your normal attacks with weapons. While the target ring system is activated, the target ring and time count will be displayed when you choose the attack command. When the time count starts, hold down the right trigger and release it when the outer ring is directly over the target ring. It's the Fire Emblem fishing minigame. You'll get a perfect. Time runs out or your timing was poor, your result will be bad and you will not achieve any additional effect. You can achieve additional effects with target races depending on the ring you equip. Alright, so it automatically equipped. I like the fishing minigame. I don't know what you Ewan. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it adds for a little more than just press button, get attack. Especially in JRPG, which desperately needs some way. It's like a Mario RPG, you know? Everyone loves that system. It's the same, just with an indicator.
No one gets in my way.
Like that. And you notice damage more than like, I was doing like what, 56 or something? Too distracting, takes away, yeah, it does trigger before the attack, so you finish, you get to see the hit, or whatever it is, and it's also only with auto attacks. It doesn't work with spells and stuff like that, so you ain't gotta worry about missing out on big things. That was, Final Fantasy VIII pulled that shit with Renzokuken. I was not happy with that, because I don't think I ever got to see a single limit break from Squall. Because I'm sitting there staring at the bar, hitting right bumper when it triggers, and I don't ever get to see the attack. You are very right. It's bullshit. People played 8 more than 30 minutes, dude. It's not a bad game. I have gripes with it. I'm still convinced that any Final Fantasy where you go to the moon is automatically on the lower tier. So you can kind of look around. You're about to ask if Final Fantasy IV goes to the moon, and it's on the lower tier, yes. 11... Okay, 14 hasn't gone to the moon yet. 11... Does that count? The Imperial Paradox wasn't really the moon. It was like a paradox. I don't know how to better put that. But no, 4 definitely on the lower end. 8 definitely on the lower end for me. I can see how people like it. It was fun to stream. I never played 5, but I don't think you go to the moon in 5. Do you? I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't think you do though, because 5 was way more classic fantasy. 4 was Cecil, and you definitely go to the moon, and you grab Asura and shit like that, and it sucks shit. 5 was butts, I don't think you go to the moon. I like we start level 10. That's normal. Oh, listen to that chime, though. Ooh, baby. Get some replacement medicines. It's... should give 5 a play. Maybe one day. How classic fantasy, when I tried playing it, I couldn't do it, man. It was too traditional. I was not in the mood for that shit when I tried. It was probably like 6 years ago.
Hey.
What?
That guy over there. He's still alive. Huh? Hey, you!
What about the others? You alone?
What's your name? Your unit?
Second Lieutenant Kai Marganar, Commander, 17th Platoon, Armored Magic Troopers.
It's a miracle you made it. Come with me. This way. Unbelievable. One survivor.
Yeah. Amazing he made it out safe. Especially in that outfit.
I don't really know. The armor designs and stuff in this game were something else. Oh boy, here we go. You can assemble rings you need for the target ring system using the ring assembly. Remember that you need components for ring assembly. There are many different kinds of components. These components can be earned in battle or found in treasure chests or at stores. The ring itself can be used as a component too. On the ring assembly screen, you will find the ring formula list. If you have a required components, you can assemble rings right away. Discover what's possible. You can filter the ring formulas by pressing the X button. Okay, cool. Yeah, they got some wonky-ass designs in this game, and it's not exclusive. Every single character. It's pretty insane, actually. I hear that a meteor fell on the battlefield. Is that true? How did such a thing happen? Trembling soldier Zax. Ha, it sure showed them. Wipe those Kent scum out. That's what happens to those who go up against the Ura. Busy medic Tolmia. Please excuse me for a moment. This patient needs all my attention. As you can see, our forces have been wiped out. I doubt there is anyone left alive on the Highlands. Amazed that you made it out alive. You can take that armored car. Should be leaving very soon. There we go. Taking the armored car we will.
We're pulling out! Let's move!
That's the first semi-normal thing I've seen.
That's Officer Seth Balmore with the 43rd Magic Division. She's like you. She got out in one piece.
Really? You two are walking miracles.
Yeah, please forgive the textures. They're always going to suck shit. Because this was a 360 game. The Magic Republic of Ura.
Here's where you get off, Lieutenant.
The Council wishes to hear from a survivor, sir. Sorry, not you, Officer Balmore.
Hey, I'm a survivor too.
The Council has only summoned Lieutenant Argonar. Sit down and shut up.
Well, that's just weird.
This way, Lieutenant.
Hey man, sometimes. This is a different era. I don't fucking know, dude. I gotta scoot and look around first. Get some coin. Alright, now we can go in. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I only remember the key points of this game, so the small stuff, like what's about to happen here, is all basically new to me. I have a soldier telling me he lost his helmet. Where the heck could it be? Said he dropped it through the gap when he was going up the lift, but when he went back to fetch it, it was gone. Well, this is the Magic Republic of Ura. Could it have been spirited away? How do I do this again? Cargo lift doesn't work the same way as the others. Huh. It's only a little dangerous. Also, I don't know if you've noticed yet. I don't want to go back on there. Where are you going, Lieutenant? The Council wants you before them immediately. No! He was supposed to stop me. I wanted to get closer to the camera with Kaim. I'm curious to know who did the voices. But yeah, all I wanted to say was that Kaim a thick boy. I think it's some of the padding, but man, he got thighs for days. He got them thunder thighs. Kind of like Raiden. Raiden had them thunder thighs too. All right, let's look around just quickly. Maybe an item around here somewhere? If your protagonist ain't thick, it ain't a good protagonist. Even Ramzo's thick. Yeah, you're right. I was about to bring up Ramza, but nah, he was thick. He had that spike armor and them hips came out. Ridiculous. I want to kick the can. All aboard! We'll be departing shortly. I like Titus. Titus, I'm biased. Tin's one of my favorites. Titus is great protagonist, only because he's the perfect reason why the whole world is explained to you. Orin greater than Titus? I mean, as a character maybe, and I don't even know if that's true. But Lulu greater than Titus? Alright, now, Waka great? Alright, you wildin' out. Nope, can't be doing this. Gonna ignore this conversation. Train cars have been put out of commission to save on maintenance costs. Can't really complain though, since people usually ride it for free. Still, it's a bit stingy of them to do this. Look, Waka had like 2 of the best lines in that game, but it don't make him a great character. Sandblasted grease monkeys. I love that one, and I love rotten son of a shoot buff.
Hey, you're that guy, right? The soldier that can't die. The 17th Division. That was the front line. They were smack in the middle of the Wool Highlands. No one could have survived that meteor crash. But here you are, without a scratch.
Beg your pardon, Lieutenant, but it's really strange. The few we were able to save were far from the center of impact, and even those men were seriously injured. It's hard to believe that anyone could have survived that inferno.
Then don't believe it. The Council won't like that attitude. Come on, tell us. How'd you make it?
Can't die, huh? Why don't you take a break for a moment? Once we get out of the station, we'll have to walk the rest of the way to the council hall. Hey, look, I was just asking, okay? I'm angry at having lost so many of my comrades, too. There's no need for that kind of attitude. We'll be fine. This is exactly why we have the magic industry, or industrial revolution. To protect us from things like this shit. Magic industrial revolution, huh? It's the real problem. Brought us more wars, more problems with monster attacks, and even more troubles caused by magic energy. I don't want any trouble from you until we reach the council hall. You'd have my head. I've heard about the meteor that fell on the highlands of Wool, right? Everyone died, it seems. It's terrible. The story about the meteor had already sprung throughout the capital. Could this be the work of the magic energy? People everywhere are frightened. Yeah, Tin's my baby. I like Titus because he's the perfect... He needed to be there. If he wasn't there, Spira would not have been explained as well. He's one of the only cases of, like, isekai bullshit that I really liked. I think that's because it was, like, my first isekai. Mistwalker. Takehiko Inoue. Yeah, the Hironobu Sakaguchi. He did the old SNES RPGs, or Final Fantasies. There's Nobuo Uematsu doing music. Have I given any thought to my tactics character? Nah. I think you have a full docket, don't you? You have like 6 or 7 characters already. I don't want you to have to do what I did and level fucking everybody off stream. I loved it, but goddamn. Also, how'd your speedruns go last night? I wasn't able to watch.
Years ago,
Oof.
a new power manifested itself onto the world. With its discovery came the magic industrial revolution. This power came to be called magic energy. Even now, there are none who can explain why this power, a power that merely lay buried within all living creatures, suddenly flourished as it did. Today, this magic energy permeates every corner of the world. It has changed the way people live, transformed the shape of industry, and has even altered the nature of war.
Is it true the Kents have requested a truce?
Indeed. We heard that enough men were committed to cover the Wall Highlands and that most of the Kent force were eliminated. This war was started by them. It's only right they withdraw.
We've also lost a tremendous number of troops. After suffering such a devastating loss, if the Goatsa were to strike now, there would be no way we could defend our country.
And there are also whispers that Goatsa was pulling strings behind the invasion.
What makes you think that the Goatsa were involved?
We have confirmed that a large amount of military hardware has been moved from Goatsa to Kent. We assume Goatsa plans to use Kent to keep things stirred up and destabilize Ura.
Are you saying that even the meteor crash was a Goatsan plot?
My lord, I have some disturbing information on that subject. We suspect that a situation at Grandstaff may have caused the meteor crash.
Grandstaff. This is not the first time the stories about them reached my ears.
This is not confirmed, but magic energy may have leaked out of Grandstaff, interfered with something in outer space, and precipitated this disaster.
Gongora,
Yes, my lord.
the Grand Staff falls under your jurisdiction. Do you have anything to say?
Nothing for the moment. Where did you get this information? Construction of Grand Staff is going smoothly.
Now that the forces of Ura have suffered such devastating losses, I think we have no other way to protect our land except with the magic energy that Grandstaff will provide. We should hold off on debating the pros and cons of Grandstaff until we thoroughly review the world's current situation.
What you say makes sense, but our plan to use magic energy is a double-edged sword.
You
With all
ever
sorts
see
of rumors flying around,
a
we
room
might
so
want to
full
halt
of
construction
obvious
of
villains?
Grandstaff.
What?
Only temporarily. As soon as it's clear that Grandstaff had nothing to do with the meteor collision, we'll resume construction immediately, Gongora.
Like, every single person here seems like they could be the main villain of a Final Fantasy game. Every single one of them. Let's see. Just gonna wander around a little bit, stare at people. Nothing says douche canoe like 2 monocles. Just wear glasses at that point. Douche canoe. I hadn't heard that one in a while. I guess we continue to go visit the upper management. Do you think the girl is just sitting in the armored vehicle this whole time? We don't have time to waste here. Once we're out of the station, please follow me straight to the council. We must get moving, Lieutenant Argadar. It's quite a long way to the council hall.
Factory has been working on developing a magic tray for quite some time, and thanks to this new device, they say that we could see a much
You like
more
that in your right
advanced
ear?
train in the very near future.
You like that shit?
Northern nation Goza has already completed development of their own magic train, and up until now there has been criticism that our own Uran research was falling behind. However, this new development has
Yeah. Oh, the chime is so good.
and engineers were present at the unveiling of this new technology, asking many questions about the new development.
What a weird dog. It's some like Final Fantasy 12 looking shit. All right, where are we going? This way?
A revised draft of basic plans for
All right.
Magic Industrial Revolution.
This is the boarding area for magic taxis. Unfortunately, it's out of service at the time, but due to orders from above. Can we go back here? It's blocked off, damn it. The war will undoubtedly end after such a horrible tragedy. The council has apparently convened for emergency talks. I was worried, Raoul. Does every single person have a name and an adjective? Lost Nook? I was just at the station, but the monorail and taxis are all stopped. How am I supposed to get to the Great Gate? Sometimes I wish games wouldn't let you wouldn't stop you. I think Xenoblade, the first one, did a great mix of that.
Well done. You may leave.
I'll talk after this.
Lieutenant Kaya Marganar, we thank you for a job well done. I am Roxium, chairman of the Central Council of Ura. Well, Lieutenant, it seems people are calling you the Immortal. We've heard there were almost no survivors from Ura or Kent after the meteor crashed on the Highlands, and yet you appear to be unharmed, even though you were presumably at the precise point of impact. Tell me, how did you survive?
I don't know.
Short and succinct.
Please allow me to explain.
Fine. Speak.
Thank you, my lord. Actually, this man is immortal thanks to my magic energy. He is under a spell of immortality that I conjured.
I wish to know more. This immortality spell, how does it work?
I don't know.
What? Are you saying that you don't know about the spell cast on you?
I don't remember. I recall nothing.
My lord, this man has lost his memory. However, he is skilled in magic energy. So I have been studying his abilities.
Then what can you tell us, Gongora?
With all due respect, my lord, the spell is a curse. It is said that merely hearing it brings death near. For the safety of everyone, it is better that the spell be kept secret.
Oh shit, you're right. That is crazy.
Very
Good
well.
work.
Since I trust your studied opinion, I shall take your word that we should not know the spell. Death is determined by fate, and one cannot fight it.
He got credit for the immortality spell and he didn't have to explain it. What a god. Look at him.
Lieutenant, since it seems that you cannot be killed, the Council would like to bestow a special mission on you. We want you to go to Grandstaff.
My lord.
Gongora, you cannot keep this hidden any longer. Till now, construction has been left up to you, but we've lost contact with the site.
It's just that...
Gongora! Until we can confirm that Grandstaff project is safe, construction shall be suspended.
Yes, my lord.
So now, Lieutenant Argonar, You know of Grandstaff, under construction in the Sea of Bas?
I've heard that it's a magic staff.
Oh, my god.
Yes, it is. As you just heard, all communications with the site have been cut off for some time now. Considering the danger from magic energy leaks, we suspect that no one can investigate the possible cause except someone immortal.
Well, there is someone else.
What did you say?
At the Wall Highlands, another immortal. Her name is Balmor.
Even go,
Well then, this other one shall accompany you. I shall summon her. Quickly, make the arrangements.
Right away, my lord.
My lord, pardon me for saying this, but I'm building Grandstaff for the sake of our nation and its people.
Enough! We will await Khaim's return and report.
Of course, my lord.
You are dismissed, Lieutenant.
dude, they're all fucking evil. Like I said, look at him. I've never seen such a room of supervillains. Thank you for coming, Lieutenant Argonar. I have word from Chairman Roxian that you are off duty until further official orders from the Council. There's a fine inn just along this street for you to stay and wait for your orders. We have already arranged for the Council to contact you there. You can check the location of inns and shops with the navigation map at the top right corner of the screen. You can also zoom in and out by pressing the back button, which does not exist on a bone controller. Ooh. Gotta make sure to save it at every single save point I see. Lord Gongora, totally trusting Shara. A member of the council is also an expert in magic energy. No one can match him on the subject or in its use. So Gongora is like a foremost authority on magic energy bullshit. Alright. There was a seed pinned behind the poster. Sure is video games in here. Let's see, can we make a thing? Ring Assembly. Bruiser Ring Ultra. We need Guardian Ore. And, Magma Fragments for Flame. I guess purple is where I'm supposed to go? What is this? Oh, shop. Guess who ain't man in the shop? Go back and check out this other building. Yeah, he does the most, like, petty shit. Just blames it on magic. Here's a tavern. Tavern owner Verno. This war is over, but the hard time continues. How about a drink to help you forget it for a while? Tavern Beauty Ranella. Can I take your order? Or perhaps I can convince you to treat me to something? Oh. She knows she's good looking and she knows it. Probe. Oh, the urns. Is that a Twitch energy energy drink? What is that? Suspicious Lysrin? So you're the immortal who survived the Highlands of Walls incident? Are you even human? Hello, Tenka. How was this Fine Friday going for you? No. Fair enough. Spirited Gantia. Just between me and you, I think Gongora is the one who killed the King Ziffa. The magic industrial revolution is the proof. And drunkard. There have always been rumors that King Ziffa was assassinated. If that's true, then my money is on Chairman Roxian. I'm telling you, a whole room full of supervillains. I bet you they all did it together. They like one hand on the knife, each of them, and then just plunged that shit in. Yeah, the magic industrial revolution, Tenka. It said many moons ago, magic energy flowed from all living things, or something. I don't really remember.
Counselors, I propose that Gongora be removed from Grand Staff Project, with control transferred to this council.
My lord.
In addition, until Lieutenant Argonar completes his investigation, I propose that Gongora be confined to his residence under surveillance. Those who disagree with my proposal, raise your hands now.
It appears I have no choice but to agree.
I see there are no objections. It is decided.
Either Gongora is evil, or he's the only good one in the council. I don't know, man. Maybe he's like, they're all evil, but he's more evil than them? I don't know. He did just get shunted off of the damn Grand Staff Project, though. But yeah, Tenka, apparently, so the game starts off, main character dies, didn't die. Sweet Meteor singing, it was kind of awesome. And then an explanation about 30 years ago, I think it said, some magical energy kind of spewed forth from all living things. God damn it. And people have started harnessing this and use it as energy, so you get shit like this. Gungaga. Welcome, the council has told me about you. Please enjoy your stay.
As Kaim slips into deep sleep, his dream unfolds. A dream or his past. At this moment, there is no way he could know.
Who the hell is narrating? Planescape shit. That's actually... Oh yeah, I guess I should mention for Tenka, per usual... Oh, Kaim recalls a memory that was locked deep within his heart. Yeah, per usual, main character has amnesia. A dream has been revealed. Let's dream, shall we? Which dream was this? The family members have tears in their eyes when they welcome Kime back to the inn from his long journey. Thank you so much for coming. He understands the situation immediately. Fuck. The time for departure is drawing near. Hannah's departure. So, these are little skits. It's better. Just read it. Too soon, too soon. But still, he knows this day would have come sometime, and not in the distant future. Might never see you again, she said to him with a sad smile when he left on this journey. Her smiling face almost transparent in its whiteness, so fragile, and therefore indescribably beautiful as she lay in bed. May I see Hannah now? He asks. The innkeeper gives him a tiny nod and says, I don't think she'll know who you are, though. She hasn't opened her eyes since last night, he warns Kime. You can tell from the slight movement of her chest that she is clinging to a frail thread of life, but it could snap at any moment. It's such a shame. I know you made a special point to come here for her. Another tear glides down the wife's cheek. Never mind, it's fine, Kime says. He has been present at innumerable deaths, and his experience has taught him much. Death takes away the power of speech first of all, then the ability to see. What remains alive to the very end, however, is the power to hear. Even though the person has lost consciousness, it is by no means unusual for the voices of family to bring forth smiles or tears. Kime puts his arm around the woman's shoulder and says, I have lots of travel stories to tell her. I've been looking forward to this my whole time on the road. Instead of smiling, the woman releases another large tear and nods to Kime. And Hannah was looking forward to hearing your stories. Her sobs almost drown out her words. The innkeeper says, I wish I could urge you to rest up from your travels before you see her, but... Kime interrupts his apologies. Of course, I'll see her right away. There is very little time left. Hannah, the only daughter of the innkeeper and his wife, will probably breathe her last before the sun comes up. Kime lowers his pack to the floor and quietly opens the door to Hannah's room. Hannah was frail from birth. Far from enjoying the opportunity to travel, she rarely left the town or even the neighborhood in which she was born and raised. This child would probably not live to adulthood, the doctor told her parents. To this tiny girl with extraordinarily beautiful, doll-like features, the gods had dealt an all-too-sad destiny. That they had allowed her to be born the only daughter of the keepers of a small inn by the highway was perhaps one small act of atonement for such iniquity. Hannah was unable to go anywhere, but the guests who stayed at her parents' inn would tell her stories of the countries and towns and landscapes and people that she would never know. Whenever new guests arrived at the inn, Hannah would ask them, Where are you from? Where are you going? Can you tell me a story? She would sit and listen to their stories with sparkling eyes, urging them on to new episodes and then? When they left the inn, she would beg them, please come back and tell me lots and lots of stories about faraway countries. She would stand there waving until the person disappeared far down the highway, give one lonely sigh, and go back to bed. Hannah is sound asleep. No one else in the room, perhaps an indication that she has long since passed the stage where the doctors can do anything for her. Kime sits down in the chair next to the bed and says with a smile, Hello, Hannah. I'm back. She does not respond. Her little chest, still without swelling of a grown woman, rises and falls almost imperceptibly. I went far across the ocean this time, he tells her. The ocean on the side where the sun comes up. I took a boat from the harbor way, way, way far beyond the mountains you can see from this window, and I was on the sea from the time the moon was perfectly round till it got smaller and smaller and then bigger and bigger until it was full again. There's nothing but ocean as far as the eye could see, just the sea and the sky. Can you imagine it, Hannah? You've never seen the ocean, but I'm sure people have told you about it. It's like a huge, big, endless puddle. Kime chuckles to himself, and it seems to him that Hannah's pale white cheeks move slightly. She can hear him, even if she cannot speak or see. Her ears are still alive. Believing and hoping this to be true, Kaim continues with the story of his travels. He speaks no words of parting. As always with Hannah, Kaim smiles with a special gentleness he has never shown to anyone else, and he goes on telling his tales with a bright voice, sometimes even accompanying his stories with exaggerated gestures. He tells her about the blue ocean, tells her about the blue sky. He says nothing about the violent sea battle that stained the ocean red. He never tells her about those things. Hannah was still a tiny girl when Kaim first visited the inn. When she asked him, "Where are you from? And will you tell me some stories?" With her childish pronunciation and an innocent smile, Kaim felt a soft glow in his chest. At the time, he was returning from battle. More precisely, he had ended one battle and was on his way to the next. His life consisted of traveling from one battlefield to another, and nothing about that has changed to this day. He's taken the lives of countless enemy troops and witnessed the deaths of countless comrades on the battlefield. Moreover, the only thing separating enemies from comrades is the slightest stroke of fortune. He had the gears of destiny turned in a slightly different direction, his enemies would have been comrades and his comrades' enemies. This is the fate of the mercenary. He was spiritually worn down back then and feeling unbearably lonely. As a possessor of eternal life, Kaim had no fear of death, which was precisely why each of the soldiers' faces distorted in fear, and why each face of a man who died in agony was burned permanently into his brain. Ordinarily, he would spend nights on the road drinking, immersing himself in an alcoholic stupor, or pretending to. He's trying to make himself forget the unforgettable. When, however, he saw Hannah smile as she begged him for stories about his long journey, he felt a far warmer and deeper comfort than he could ever obtain from liquor. He told her many things. About a beautiful flower he discovered on the battlefield. About the bewitching beauty of the mist filling the forest the night before the final battle. About the marvelous taste of spring water in a ravine where he and his men had fled after losing battle. About a vast, bottomless blue sky he saw after a battle. He never told her anything sad. He kept his mouth shut about the human ugliness and stupidity he witnessed endlessly on the battlefield. He concealed his position as a mercenary from her, kept silent regarding his reasons for traveling constantly, and spoke only of things that were beautiful and sweet and lovely. He sees now that he told Hannah only beautiful stories of the road like this, not so much out of concern for her purity, but for his own sake. Staying in the inn where Hannah waited to see him turned out to be one of Kaim's small pleasures in life. Telling her about the memories he brought back from his journey, he felt some degree of salvation, however slight. 5 years, 10 years, his friendship with the girl continued. Little by little, she neared adulthood, which meant that, as the doctors had predicted, each day brought her that much closer to death. And now, Kaim ends the last travel story he will share with her. He can never see her again. He can never tell her stories again. Before dawn, when the darkness of night is at its deepest, long pauses enter into Hannah's breathing. The frail thread of her life is about to snap as Kaim and her parents watch over her. Tiny light that has lodged in Kaim's breast will be extinguished. His lonely travels will begin again tomorrow. His long, long travels without end. You'll be leaving on travels of your own soon, Hannah, Kaim tells her gently. You'll be leaving for a world that knows, or no one knows. Yeah, it really does. One moment. It's the music, you know. Sorry. This is what I warned about. He wants her to know that death is not sorrow, but a joy mixed with tears. It's your turn now. Be sure to tell everyone about the memories of your journey. Her parents will make that same journey someday. And someday Hannah will be able to meet all the guests she has known at the inn, far beyond the sky. I, however, can never go there. I can never escape this world. I can never see you again. This is not goodbye. It's just the start of your journey. He speaks his final words. We'll meet again. His final lie. Hannah makes her departure. Her face is transfused with a tranquil smile as if she had just said, "See you soon." Her eyes will never open again. A single tear glides slowly down her cheek. Yeah, the game starts real quick. And, I'm too empathetic for shit like that. Keim's mind is filled with lost pieces of past memories. Certain sights or conversations can bring these memories back in the form of dreams. To view episodes from 1,000 Years of Dreams again, rest at any inn or bed, or select them from the start menu. You can view these episodes any number of times. Viewing an episode from 1,000 Years of Dreams, you can pause it by pressing start, yada yada. Yeah, it's the music, the writing, it's obvious bait, and I fall for it every time. And it's not the first time, or the it's not the last time I'll be fighting whatever fucking demons I'm gonna be fighting on stream for this game. And it's one of the reasons I didn't want to stream it. Because very few games just make me straight, I don't know, shed tears, and this is one of them. Like, you know, I choke up at the end of Final Fantasy X, the end of Lisa, I shed a tear, it made me feel fucking awful. Dragon Quest with Grandpa Gohan made me fucking feel awful. But this game makes me cry big, fat, crocodile tears. Did you sleep well? No messages for you yet, I'm afraid. We'll hold any messages that come for you here, so please don't hesitate to take a stroll outside. I'm sure you'd like to forget the horrors of the battlefield. Oh, by the way, feel free to use any of the items you find here. They are compliments of the house. The worst part is, we have no idea how long ago that was. Like, think about that. He had a nightmare, or like a dream, while he was asleep about a little girl committing suicide, jumping off a cliff. And then he wakes up and he remembers a story about the girl in the inn that no one could save. He told her all of the best stories he ever could, and then she just died, and he can't do anything about it. Alright, let's go stroll.
Sorry. Look out. Sorry, miss.
Yeah, it's always the end of 10 that gets me. It's right at the scene on top of the airship at the very fucking end. You beat Sin and all the dreams start to fade.
Wait, let go! My throat! Damn!
Why are you following me?
You're Kai Marganar! I mean, Lord Gungor asked me to do it! It's the truth! I'm supposed to tell you to go to his manor. he has something important to tell you.
What the fuck was Gungaga?
You are? Jansen, messenger for Lord Gongora. At your service.
Oh, black hair cloud. Gotcha.
Man, what an attitude. Jeez whiz.
Anyone have any fucking clue where Homeboy's house is? That was one of those moments. Was Gungaga the ruins? The ruin city with the crazy Triceratops on wheels? Easygoing Malice. You heard about this? Connection to the mine of the Central Council told me Councilman Gongora has been confined to his private estate. Could it be true? So the soldiers in front of the house aren't protecting him, but rather keeping him in there? It's just been so long since I played 7, I don't really remember the names of the places. But there's one place after you get out of Midgar, which is completely fucked. Like, it was completely destroyed, for the most part, and there were enemy types that had Triceratops wheels. Also, I don't think this is the right way. The enemy types in 7. Do you think they're gonna come back? The Turks are there on your first visit? Okay, then yes, that is the place I'm thinking, yep. Supposedly, in the remake, Shinra blows up the reactors in Midgar themselves. It's not Avalanche that does that shit. That's just a rumor, though. Obviously, I can't confirm or deny, but... Some more whetstones. Fuck you, ball! I'm just curious... There are certain things that they just can't keep with, like, just like Avalanche, like, can they really have you working with a terrorist organization? But apparently they're making it so Avalanche is like freedom fighters that can do no wrong and don't actually blow up a goddamn reactor, so... I think I cried to Eris as a kid. But I'm 90% certain that, should I see that scene again, there's no chance that I'll feel relatively anything. Freedom fighter and terrorist, but yeah, but like... In the original, they blew up the fucking Mako reactor. Mako, whatever. You didn't cry? It was when they were lowering her down. I definitely cried. That's the only time you cried from a game? 10 or 11. Yeah, that was young. It was, I think, one of the first times I ever cried to a video game, but I've cried to many since then. Like I said, I'm too empathetic when it comes to stupid shit. It's like, you know, I've mentioned I want to feel bad. That's kind of the thing. Also, I assume this is it. But between... Let's see, what have I... It's 7, I definitely did. It was probably the first one. 10, I did Lisa, The Walking Dead. I know there's something else there, but... And blowing up the reactor can be claimed as terrorist or freedom fighter act. Yeah, that's true. But I just think they changed it... Supposedly, I don't know, but the rumor is they changed it so that Avalanche does not blow up the reactor, but instead it's Shinra. I don't know. Lord Tolton is currently visiting. Please wait a little longer. Yeah, keep that hair short. That was the fattest crocodile tears on that shit. I cried like a baby.
House arrest is going too far.
Oh my god.
Oppose Roxian on this. Do not despair, Gongora.
Thank you, Your Majesty. It is much more than I could have asked. Your father would have been pleased.
I could never fill my father's shoes. And now that Ura is a republic, I am simply a citizen like everyone else. I am no longer your majesty.
I respect the royal blood that flows in your veins. It is only fitting that I offer the respect you're due.
Do not be foolish. People will think you're a dissident who wants to restore the monarchy.
I'm truly happy that you have come to see me. You've always been so kind.
You taught me the rudiments of magic. I cannot help but be kind to you in return. I cannot understand Roxian. I believe he intends to stop work on Grand Staff.
Look at Gongora. God, he is one evil-looking asshole.
It makes me angry, Gongora. Our entire nation has benefited from magic energy, yet he does not understand the significance of Grand Staff. If we can increase magic energy with Grand Staff, just think how much better our people's lives would be.
Tactics got an a magic industrial revolution too.
We would no longer need soldiers. You have seen the future of Ura, and how Grand Staff can make it happen. Roxian's vision is too narrow for our nation to grow. I am sorry you had to witness that.
There is no need to apologize. I'm happy your highness understands. But even if they stop Grand Staff, we could develop a newer and far better magic engine.
Please let me know what you need, Gongora. I can help you.
I am unworthy, your highness.
That's that weird return battle in War of the Lions. I don't understand what that was about.
Please, go in.
That's the tactics timeline always bugged the shit out of me. Because I had always been under the assumption that 12 came before tactics. And there was some kind of, like, nuclear holocaust that killed all of the magic beings, you know, the Mughals and the Numo and shit like that. But it seemed like, obviously 14's not canon, but it's the only thing we have to go off of. And Ritterana Lighthouse is built on top of Gog Machine City. And if that were the case, that would mean 12 came after Tactics, and at some point into after Tactics, there was some magical explosion which created the other races. I don't really know. Yeah, Lesaleo was under Rabanastra. I don't know, man.
How could she be in Ura without me knowing?
So, it's one of those things, like, I recognize that shit's not canon necessarily, but it's all we got to go off of, and if that's the case, then 12 is after Tactics, and I don't really, understand what that's about. Blame yourself for God. I was so sad they removed that in that line. Yeah, that's Argath got cooed real good. So we got some new stuff. Crisis attack boost. So, you see the learning progress? I'm sure y'all played Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, the tactics timeline, I was so sure about it. I was so sure, and then fucking 14 happened, and I just got straight confused. I still don't know it to this day. That sucks. Then again, I've also, as much as a fan of Evilus, I've always claimed to be, I've never played a Vagrant story either, so. Just ignore 14? Can't really ignore it, sir. It's the first Evilus lore we've gotten in fucking, what, 15 years or something? Because Tactics Advanced and A2 don't count, because those are fake Evilus. Oh, A2 isn't face? Or a fake Evilus? I know A is fake. I don't know, I couldn't really get into A2, so... Also, what the fuck? What? Was that an elevator or something? Fake tactics or bad tactics? A2 played well. It was just... the concept and the story execution were garbage. A2 played wonderfully. Arguably, I think A2 plays better than the original, but like... just the story was so bad. Luso was so
Good.
shit.
You're here.
Also, Hiku, how you doing, bud? You missed me crying on stream.
I asked you here for only one reason.
Hold on.
What is it?
Got the tail end of that? I'm glad.
Oh no. Great, here he comes. Hey, whoa, hey!
Hey
you are
there,
really
buddy.
Short-tempered. Hey, I don't have a sword, okay? Easy.
Why are you here?
I told you I'm just a messenger. I came to see if you really come or not, which you have, so that's good.
That's enough, Kaim. He's on our side.
Thanks. A little late, though.
We can use him. He's cunning and quick, and he has many connections.
No one's
I
wearing
want you to
lipstick.
take him on your investigation of Grand Staff.
No way, sir.
You know, I thought he'd say that, my lord. His shoes, hello?
Look, this other immortal joining the investigation, she might be dangerous.
Why?
The woman was once a pirate. I don't know how it happened, but she's now a soldier for our army. Well, the past is the past, and I know little else about her. Take Jensen with you. He can help keep her in check. Despite what else he may be, he has a healthy respect for women.
So, you know, I heard she was a looker, if you catch my drift. I mean, you've seen her, right? Okay, be that way. You guys are way too serious.
Pirate. All right. Understood.
All right, then. I'll be there early. Oh, yeah, you can count on it.
Remember, Kaim, you're the only one I can trust. I can't leave here for a while. The Grand Staff is my life's work. So if something is wrong, I want you, with your immortal powers, to find out what it is. Understood? You'll be briefed later. You should go now.
I'll be right behind you. Oh, he's gonna be fun to work with.
This is for your trouble.
Wow, nice. You know, my lord, I've been thinking, working with this guy, it's like playing with fire. I mean, did you see his eyes? I mean, that's creepy. I got a bad feeling about this whole thing. I mean, this little guarantee is not gonna be enough, I'm afraid, to keep an eye on him. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
You're already under a magic contract. Don't get greedy.
Whoa, hey, okay, that's some serious mojo, buddy. Easy, easy.
Is your fee still unsatisfactory?
Okay, not funny. I'm not laughing, okay? I didn't stick my neck out for this, okay?
I like that he's wearing a little scarf.
Pain in the ass. Taking a bath.
Also, do you like or hate the split screens? Because I actually like them a lot. Oh, frame rate! Yeah. Lieutenant Argonar, do you have everything you need for your journey? You should prepare yourself well so that you may better fulfill the expectations of Lord Gungora. Having you coming in and out of here could damage Lord Gungora's reputation. The council won't look kindly on it. You won't be allowed to re-enter the mansion once you leave. Are you sure you want to leave? Yeah, we're good. The game did a lot of things right. It did a lot of things wrong, but it did a lot of things right. And we're gonna experience all of this together, so... in a nice 28-part stream. Oh, I still can't get over that save chime. So good. Alright, so I guess we're headed back to the inn. I mean, we got the stuff we needed, so... I mean, it's the padding on his legs, right? Like, clearly his thighs aren't that big. They can't be.
Hey! I've been looking everywhere for you. I heard about the Grand Staff investigation. Looks like we both got the short end of the stick. It's not enough that we just keep surviving, eh?
Well, that was unnecessary.
There's always something. So, what did you learn in the council?
Nothing to do with you.
Oh, really? Say, haven't we met somewhere before? Hmm? Ugh.
Yeah, she hit him with that
Nothing to worry about
wink.
if you can't remember. Neither can I.
You too, huh?
I can't recall a thing. All I know is that my name seems to be Seth Balmore. People say I used to be a pirate. Isn't it strange that both of us lost our memory and are immortal? Maybe we met a long time ago. I sort of get that feeling when I look at you. When
Every time they look at the back of her head, I just see that really shit hair. It's like, I don't know.
Or maybe even lovers. Looking forward to starting our journey tomorrow, Kaim Argonar.
Tomorrow?
You still haven't been contacted by the council? You set out for Grand Staff tomorrow morning. I thought you would have heard by now. Oh, by the way, I'll be joining you on your little trip.
So you are going with me then?
Being late is strictly forbidden.
Off she goes. Magic is made from immortal memories? Yo, that's so specific. How are you gonna make a claim like that? Oh, when it comes to save music, I think Resident Evil has the best. The save theme in Resident Evil, what is it, 1? Oh, that is choice. Alright, I wonder if the dude's here to sell stuff yet. Because we got a little bit of money. The save theme in Armored Core 4. Nope. Oh, God, I just remember that shit. Freaking Set the Sunset? Ooh, baby! What a good track that is. Welcome back. I received a message from the council. You are to report to the Great Gate for your next mission. If you head to the station, you can either take the monorail or pick up a taxi to the Great Gate. Be careful out there. Alright. I thought we were gonna spend the night. Is that not what we're doing? It's the older games were way clunkier. I'm not sure that they hold up as well because of how clunky they controlled. That and I just liked how fast 4 and 4 Answer went, so... But 3 was a very good game. 3 was way better than 2, which was way better than 1. But 4 was just kind of a different game altogether. 5 is super clunky. My brother bought and played 5. It was a very weird game. 4 Answer felt weird. So that was the thing, is I enjoyed how quick it was. The speed! You gotta go fast! It just felt right with the speed. Personally. Shit, it's closed. I thought this is where we were going. Is this not where we're going? Where's the exit? You need to head to the Great Gate. You can take the monorail or a taxi. Oh, I have to head left. That's right. Ugh. That's weird. Yeah, 5 was always something I saw. I don't know what possessed them to do what they did with 5. Also, Kaim, what are you looking at? What the hell? Monorail. I don't know how to get to the monorail. The taxi's right here, though. I'll look for the monorail. I can't make no promises, though. Simpsons reference? Oh, see, I never watched Simpsons. I'll never understand that. I'm taking the taxi, then. Where are you headed? Great Gate, please get in.
Why aren't we leaving? We should have already been gone by now.
I'm waiting for somebody.
What? Who?
There's somebody else on the team.
Huh? I haven't heard about that.
I have.
Have anyone played, or either of you played Demon X Machina? I don't think Tinka has. Have you played it, Meshi? Because supposedly it's like an Armored Core spiritual successor. Holy shit, Jansen.
What the? This is the other guy?
Yeah.
Whoa, baby. What a... I can't believe my luck.
Reeks of booze.
Why are you late?
Can't you tell? A man's got to do certain things before leaving on a mission like this, and I know what I had to do.
Jerk.
Thank you, my lovely. Do or die Johnson is now off to meet certain death.
Jesus Christ, Jansen.
Oh, Jansen, come back to us. We still have that bottle.
Oh, that is so sweet. I know. Oh, don't say that. That's so nice.
This guy's a god.
Oh, you know, girls, I'm already missing you. Okay, can I have just 15 more minutes? I need 15 for her, and her. That's 45 minutes. That's all I'm asking.
Like we would wait for you, you worthless drunk.
That hurt.
You poor things.
I think I
You
was
know
very
what?
good.
You're free to go.
Hey,
Thanks for bringing him to us.
Well, thank you. You're such a doll. You come and play with us next time, honey. More than
Hey,
that.
don't touch me. Get out of here. Shoot.
Oh, that's not very nice. Okay, bye-bye, girls. Don't cry. I'll be back. Don't worry. Okay. Bye again.
Great. Just what we need. More useless baggage.
Hey, that's not nice. I ain't gonna come in real handy. You know, you can count on it. Oh, hey.
Who's counting on what?
Ow. Hey, Man, you are so angry. What is your problem? Hey, you ready?
I'm just chilling there like, well, this is a thing. Skill link. Immortals like Jansen learn new skills by raising their level, but immortals never learn anything. Immortals can learn new skills from mortals using link. Configure skill links. Selecting immortal, all the skills learned will be displayed. Learn a skill, fill the SP gauge, it'll be filled in battle. An immortal using link with immortal can only earn SP towards a link skill, if they're both there. So they can't be out of battle. Skills can also be learned from accessories. Skills learned from mortals will not be effective until you assign them in slots. Don't forget to assign the skills you want. So there's a fun little thing. So like Jansen, he learns stuff as he gets levels, but these two, since they're immortal, do not. Instead, you have to learn things from Jansen. Let's learn how to steal. And Seth can learn how to, white magic, yes. We're gonna need some rings. There we go. Ooh, another can. Some weird-ass cars, huh? Well, well, this is quite rare, running into travelers in a place like this. If you're going on a journey, then you've sure lucked out in running into me. I've got some new wares in stock, so take a look at what I have to offer. Beyond the Great Gate is a dangerous region infested with monsters. You'd best be prepared if you're traveling through there. From equipment to medicine, I've got everything you need. Oh. Oh. How much money? 885? We got some stuff, but he has no equipment. I was promised equipment. I mean, I guess this is equipment. Alright, let's buy one of these, and let's buy one of these. I don't really know why, but I'm doing it anyway. We have enough for medicines. I'm not wasting money on that shit. And we leave. We out. The guards are weird, man. I run a small and humble shop in the city of Ura. If you're in need of medicine or such, pay me a visit. I think you'll be quite happy with what you'll find. So here's that Final Fantasy X world map. Listen to that Uematsu at his best. I wouldn't say this is his best, but it's pretty good, right? Yep, very Final Fantasy X.
Just gotta follow him. This is like a death march. Hey, we gotta get through that? There's no road!
Pull yourself together. If this is all it takes to wear you out, we're in trouble.
Yeah, well, I don't wear out in bed.
Once we get through here, there's the Ypsilon
His face
Range.
when he said that.
Those mountains are steep and rugged. The
Fucking
weather is
amazing.
unpredictable. And since the ground is unstable, we have to be on the lookout for rock slides, too. Of course, I expect to see you take a tumble into the canyon before we see any rocks doing it.
Yeah, funny. You know, Lord Gongora was saying you have a problem with your memory, right? I mean, you sure know these mountains well enough. And of course, you know you shave your legs every day and you pluck your eyebrows. And you owe me money, so I'm confused. You sure you really don't remember?
My body remembers.
What?
There was a time when I used to rush through here. I was a pirate, and supposedly I also went through these mountains. But I just don't know what the truth is. I don't have any answers.
Huh. Well, what about you? Did anyone tell you what you once were?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, since you're so upbeat and happy, I doubt if anyone will remember you.
That's fine with me.
Oh?
My body also remembers.
How so?
Just that it was painful. If I happen to remember, and my past didn't amount to much, then I think it's probably better to have never remembered.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Kaim, there's no need to rush it. Your memories will come back gradually. And they're not all bad.
What? No breaks?
You just had one.
Yeah, how about some water? A little fruit? How about a foot massage? My feet don't stink. Kaim, you up for that? Hello?
Jansen's a fucking freak. Yeah, as mentioned, this is the classic Final Fantasy team, Mistwalker. They went on to do the last story, which was probably the worst of Operation Rainfall, but they have also done a ton of mobile games since then, which is disappointing. Also, here begins our random battles. I'm sure... Oh, look at the little fellows. They're like Mandragoras. Hey, look, the enemy's got a little formation going. And the formation, the front line, does a thing. Front line. The guard condition. Gauge at the upper left corner of the screen indicates the enemy's guard condition. The gauge in the upper right indicates allies' guard condition. This is too loud. Alright, guard condition is made up of total HP of the front row. Attacking enemies in the front row can reduce their guard condition. Get rid of the enemies in the front row, and the back row will start losing defense. Fuck. Yep, guard condition went down. Less damage due to the enemies in the back row. When the guard condition reduces or reaches 0, enemy damage inflicted will no longer be reduced. So yeah, the way the front line and back line works in this is pretty specific and interesting. I like it. To where, like, it's not that you can't attack the people in the back until the people in the front are dead. It's more like the people in the back have higher defense until the ones in the front are dead. See the action order in the display in the bottom? Punch the guy who's trying to cast a spell. That extended the amount of time he needs to pull the spell off. It's called casting interference. Manage to cause enough interference, you can keep the spell from popping off until his next turn. Dunk. Oh, the victory fanfare. Beautiful. View the spell tutorial, sure. Spells can be bought in stores or learned by raising your level. Merely acquiring a spell does not mean you can use it. Spells can only be used when you equip the skills needed for the spell in question. Use the menu to view the list of spells you've learned in the spell book. It will also be to display the MP required. Yep. Alphabetical letters represent the casting speed within one turn. S is the fastest, and it'll go slower from A to H. Number represents how many turns are required. So 1A will be very quick. Wait, he had white black magic. I guess maybe because it was a tutorial fight? Yeah, Mistwalker was an example of a good idea gone mobile. So they went straight into mobile gaming, which I know is huge in Japan, but sad for me. Thanks, Capcom. Or not Capcom, Konami. I don't know, it basically comes out the same because I'm not gonna play their games anyway. I don't do mobile. It's phone games are never my thing. I wonder why the music is so loud. Only in battle, though. Alright, well, this worked out last time, so let's do it again. What the fuck is Prism? Random elemental damage on all enemies. Let's try that again. Oh, that killed it! Oh, that killed it! Maybe we can get it. Oh, I should have just quit. Maybe it'll die. Now without getting it perfect. Thank you. Didn't waste the MP. Good. That's what's always bugged me about Persona. Persona has like weird shit. Makarakarn? Am I supposed to even recognize what that's gonna do based on the name? Like Makarakarn? What the fuck is that? Ooh, what is factual analysis? Reveals types and elements of enemies. Cool. So yeah, you can kind of mix and match. The Immortals just kind of learn everything, depending on who you use. Pretty wild. Never played Persona? I played 3. The one on the PSP. 3 portable, yeah, that one. Yeah, Chan, yeah, look at that motherfucker. Look at that smug shit. Alright, well, we don't need steel, so we're just gonna give him that. Yeah, I will say that is one interesting thing, like... Okay, so Jansen... How do I put this? Yes, things are divided into white and black magic, but at the same time, this stuff's not what we normally see. Prism? Wind? Just wind. Wind and ground. So, and there's also spirit magic, so that's gonna be interesting. Now, let's try this prism thing out again. I saw the casting as 2C. That did some damage. Alright, we hit that. We heal Kym, and we continue that. That's true, yeah, white magic is supportive. Until you get into Tactics Advance 2, and then you're like, green magic, now it's supportive. Or, 12, the remaster, or whatever. Cool. Everybody loves green magic. Definitely don't get confused at all as to what the fuck green magic might entail. Entail. There we go. Oh, there was like what, green and arcane and what was green? Arcane was like time shit, right? And then what was time shit? Green was like bubble and protect. Oh, it was so weird. Dark spells? I don't know. It was some weird bullshit in 12. It didn't need to be the way it was.
Let's take it out.
Look at these little fellas. They're adorable. I want a prism, but we're not gonna have time for that. I don't know, man. Fucking, it was such a weird system and I hated it. Didn't Tactics Advance 2 have a green mage that used like a bell or something? Back into the menu, boys. So yeah, things are learned quite quickly. So you have to remember to set the stuff you want. Wait, no, she's a pirate. Of course she needs steel. She's a fucking pirate. I don't need 3 people with black magic, though. She can do... what Kym can do white. No, he doesn't have white, so she'll do white. There we go. I have a problem with JRPGs. I try to limit, you know. I will say I'm going to be missing a lot of stuff because I'm not interested in going down side paths and getting in random encounters. $100%? No. No.
Hey, I want to ask a favor. I'm just going to ask this once, okay? Will you listen?
All right already. What do you want?
Ride all you want. Nothing will change.
Ah, whining. Okay. Is that all you can say? Can't we just rest in that hut over there?
All you do is complain, complain, complain.
I'm not like you two. I'm a normal human
Alright, I'm
being.
gonna turn the sounds back to where they were. And just put up with it.
What should we do?
All right. Let's rest.
Thank you.
It's Uematsu, man. Literally can't go wrong with Uematsu. Jansen is fucking smooth. Did you see him walk out of that building with like 3 ladies draped around him? He's smooth, baby. That's right, yeah, Seth paid for him. And then Jansen told Seth that she owes him money. The road to the peak lies beyond this door, I guess. It's getting late, though. How about we call it a night? Power drink? Power! I'm sorry. Hey, there's Betta here. Let's stay here. Yeah, we can do that. Get some MP back, go fight some more Mandragors, or whatever the fuck those things were called. That's right. When I sleep in armor too. It's an emotional armor called my life. Power drunk. Betrayal music.
Listen. If either Kym or Seth seem like they're starting to regain even a fragment of their memories, use this.
What is it?
I knew it! We all knew Gongora was evil. Come on. Everyone put your money... give me your money.
I couldn't sleep.
You all bet on the other thing.
With people and I work out a lot before I...
Was that all?
Was what all? About what?
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
The way he rambled just then was great. Also, Meshi, what the fuck? Why are you sleeping in medium armor, sir? Just go to bed like a normal human. Good morning, Kym. Once we leave here, we'll almost be at the peak. Let's get moving. Oh, Jesus. He was a babbling idiot. Is and always will be, and he's our babbling idiot who's going to betray us and throw whatever the fuck that little ball thing was right at our face.
Well, it's not gonna rain. I know the
Also,
weather.
what about
I
it,
have a
huh?
sense about these things. And the sun's gonna break through any second, and you'll be peeling off the clothes. Trust me.
What clothes?
Oh, great. It's raining. What'd I say? It's gonna rain. I knew it.
Damn, that door is dark. Alright, Mesh. Later, bud. Drive safe. Who the fuck uses their spoon like that? Excuse me?
You're dismissed.
Oh, Lord Gongora, please wait. Pardon the intrusion. Oh!
Oh no, the soup!
Gongora, what are you doing?
A moment, please.
Why does he have a mouse?
What is going on, Gongora? Answer me! The council has placed you under house arrest!
Behold.
Oh! Jesus Christ! What is this, Akira?
Gongora, what is the meaning of this?
There are those who do not wish the monarchy restored to power.
She fainted.
I do not wish it to be restored to power.
With all due respect, while some fools completely support our current republic, there are also those who long to restore a powerful monarchy. Regardless of what your highness may desire, our country struggles with two political forces, the past and the present. You must be aware of this. Fortunately, I was able to sense your danger through magic.
Alright, alright. What are the Alright.
I am
I don't even
house
ask that
arrest,
question.
I could not allow you to be harmed.
Gongora went to poison him, right? Like 99%.
There are many ways I can secretly move from my manor to yours, your highness.
But if Roxian knew you had been out of your home, you would be subject to even tighter restrictions.
I can look after myself.
I, however, cannot. Had you not come...
Also, look at Tolton's armor.
Like that mouse.
Look at it!
You can always rely on me, your highness.
Gold with diamonds?
Thank you,
Jesus!
Gongora. Thank you.
No, fuck with the dude in gold armor.
We'll have to push him harder. I'll be in touch when the time comes.
I heard you like rain!
Man, getting old real quick.
Alright, so... Alright, let's do this. You can, flare the cliffhanger thing. What are the things in Monster Hunter? Kelby? I can't get the audio right.
What a waste of time.
Let's do this. That's right, man. It's this game. What up, Colin? Yeah, I heard you like rain and blistering wind. Kime recalls a memory that was locked deep within his heart. Let's dream another dream, shall we? I don't think I'll cry to this one. I hope. The Upstreamers. Strong winds have blown across the vast grassy plain. Perhaps the area's topography has something to do with it, but the direction of the wind remains constant, irrespective of the time or season. From east to west, from the horizon where the sun rises to the horizon where the sun sets. Swept by the unceasing winds, the misshapen trunks and branches of shrubs all incline to the west. Tall grasses do not grow here, and the grasses that do grow all lie flat on the ground, bending westward. Caravans and herding folks traverse the single road that crosses the plain. They do not come and go, they only go, moving from east to west, using the wind at their backs to gain distance. Travelers heading west to east always use the circuitous route that snakes across the southern mountains. It is much further that way, but much faster than crossing the plain head-on into the wind. The road across the plain is called the wind stream. Just as the flow of a great river never changes direction, the footsteps of those who use the road have not changed direction since the distant past, nor are they likely to change far into the distant future. From east to west. Human shapes that appear on the horizon where the sun rises disappear over the horizon where the sun sets. They never pass oncoming travelers, with only the rarest exceptions. The first time she passed Kym on the windstream, the girl was just an infant. So, was my grandmother alive then? In response to the girl's untroubled question, Kym smiles and answers, she was. And I remember what a nice old lady she was, too. Looking back down the road, the girl points towards a line of hills fading off into the distance. My grandmother crossed 7 hills on her journey. Is 7 a lot? Uh-huh. Grandma lived a long time. Most people end their journeys after 5 hills. People they leave behind build a little grave where they end their journey, and then they keep traveling. Girl points down at the ground where she's standing. This is as far as I've come, she says with a proud, happy smile. The religion of the girl and her family professes a pious belief that if they devote their lives to walking eastward, against the flow of the wind stream, they will arrive at the easternmost source of the stream itself. People call believers in that religion the upstreamers. The word carries a hint of fear and sadness, but also a trace of contempt and scorn. The upstreamers are devoid of worldly desires. They live their lives for no greater purpose than traveling eastward on foot. They are free of doubt. They give birth to children en route, and they continue their journey while raising their children. When they age and their strength gives out, their journey ends, but their family's journey continues. From child to grandchild to great-grandchild, their belief is carried on. The journey of this girl's family was begun by her late grandmother, who began walking from the windstream's western verge with her son, who was then the age the girl is now. Upstreamers do not walk for the entire year, of course. During the season when the winds are especially strong, from late autumn to early spring, they take up residence in various post towns scattered along the road and earn day wages by performing tasks that the townfolks themselves refuse to do. Some upstreamers choose to stay in the towns, while others, conversely, take townspeople with them when they choose to, or when they return to the road in the spring. These people with whom they have fallen in love with during the long winter, or the boys who dream of travel, or grown-ups who've grown tired of town life. Such are the reasons the townfolk look upon the upstreamers with complicated gazes. The little girl's mother was one of those who joined the journey midway, and the girl herself, some years from now, might fall in love with someone in a post town somewhere. She might choose to live in that town, or she could just as well invite her lover to join her on the road. She has no idea at this point what lies in store for her. The girl's father calls out to her, "Time to go!" Their brief rest is over. She seems sorry to leave and stands up reluctantly. "Too bad," she says. "I wish I could have talked with you more. We have to get to the next town by the time the snows start." Constantly exposed to headwinds, her cheeks are red and cracked, her lips chapped, but her smile is wonderful as she wishes Kym a safe journey. It is a serene smile of someone who believes completely in the purpose of her life, without the slightest doubt. "Will I see you again somewhere?" she asks. "Probably." Kym answers, smiling back at her, but he can never match that smile of hers. He is now in the midst of a journey that will take him beyond the western end of the windstream. He heads to the battlefield as a mercenary. By the time the western battle is over, a new battle will have begun in the east. It will be a long, cruel journey with nothing to believe in. When he meets the girl again along the way, Kym's smile will have taken on even more shadows than it has now. Perhaps as a parting gift of sorts, the girl sings a few short lines for him. The wind, where does it blow from? Where does it start its journey here? Does it come from where life begins? Or does it begin where life ends? Goodbye then, the girl says, trudging on, one labored step at a time, hair streaming in the headwind. "10 long years have flowed by when Kym next meets the girl. It is spring, when the grassland is dotted with lovely white flowers. She has become the wife of a young man who does tailoring and shoe repair in one of the post towns. This is my 3rd spring here, she says, patting her swollen belly fondly. In a few days she will give birth to a child. She'll become a mother. And your parents? Kym asks. She shrugs and glances eastward. They're continuing their journey. I'm the only one who stayed on here. Kym does not ask why she has done this. Continuing the journey is one way to live, and staying in town is another. Neither can be judged to be more correct than the other. The only answer for the girl can be seen in her smiling face. But never mind about me, she says, looking at him suspiciously. You haven't changed one little bit from the time we met so long ago. For the 1,000-year-old Kym, 10 years is nothing but a change in season. Some lives are like that, he says, straining to smile. Some people in this world can never grow old, no matter how long they live. He looks at the girl, now grown into a woman, and wonders again. Living through endless ages of time, is it a blessing or a curse? Kym's remark hardly counts as an explanation, but the girl nods at the look of apparent understanding. If that's the case, she says, you should be the one who goes to the place where the wind begins. You'd be the perfect upstreamer. She could be right. After all, the lifespan given to humans is far too short for anyone to travel against the flow of the wind stream, as far as the starting point of the wind. Still, Kym responds with a few slow shakes of the head. I'm not qualified to make the journey. No? Anyone can be an upstreamer. Anybody, that is, who wants to see where the wind starts with his or her own eyes. Having said this, however, the girl adds with a touch of sadness. No one has actually seen it, though, I guess. The place where the wind begins. That place is nowhere at all. Even if, after a long journey, one were to arrive at the eastern end of the wind stream, the wind would be blowing there too. And not just an east wind, west wind, north wind, south wind. Winds without limits, without end. Human beings who cannot live forever, daring to take a journey without end. This might be the ultimate tragedy, but it could just as well be the ultimate comedy. Kym knows one thing, however. One cannot simply dismiss it as an exercise in futility. How about you? Asks the girl. Aren't you going to continue your journey soon? She thinks about this for a space of a breath, and caressing her swollen belly, she cocks her head and says, I wonder, I might want to go on living the way I am now forever. Or then again, I might feel that desire to reach the starting point of the wind. All the upstreamers, without exception, say that you can never know what might trigger a return to the journey. One day, without warning, you slaw off to the entire town life and start walking. It is not always a matter of running into an upstreamer and being lured back to the road. Plenty of people set out on their own all of a sudden. The teachings of the upstreamer say that all human beings harbor a desire for endless travel. They probably are not aware of the desire because it is stashed away so far down in the breast that it is deeper than memory. The instant something brings it to the surface, a person becomes an upstreamer. Even you have the desire, the girl says to Kym. I wonder. It's true, she says, no question. The look in her eyes is as straight on and free of doubt as it was the last time you met her. Fixing him with that look, she points to her own chest. I haven't completely lost it myself. But I'm sure you're happy with your present life? Of course I am. You really think the day will come when you will want to set out on the journey, even if it means giving up that happiness? Instead of answering, she gives him a gentle smile. Many years flow by, but every now and then something reminds Kym of the girl's words, that everyone harbors a desire for endless travel. For Kym, Living itself is a journey without end. In the course of his journey, he has witnessed countless deaths. He's also witnessed countless births. Human life is all too short, too weak, too fleeting. Yet the more he dwells upon its evanescence, the more he feels, inexplicably, that words such as eternal and perpetual apply more properly to life, finite as it is, than to anything else. Traveling down the wind stream for the first time in many years, Kime spies the funeral of an upstreamer. A young boy in mourning dress stands on the road, holding out wildflowers to passing travelers and urging them to offer up a flower to a noble soul who has made the long journey this far. Kime takes the flower and asks the boy, "Is it a member of your family?" "Uh-huh, my grandma." The boy nods, his face the image of one Kime knew so long ago. The old woman lying in her coffin must be the girl. Kime is sure of it. Grandma traveled a long, long time. She brought my daddy with her when he was just a little boy. See that hill over there? She started walking from way, way beyond it, and she got all the way here. The girl must have set out on her journey after all. Turning her back on the town life, leading her child by the hand, she trod her way along the endless journey. Her wish to aim for the place where the wind begins would be passed on to her child, her grandchild, and on through succeeding generations. To head for a land no one could never hope to reach, and to do so generation after generation. This is another endless journey. Is it a tragedy? A comedy? Perhaps the serene smile on the face of the old woman in the coffin is the answer. Kime lays the flowers at her feet as an offering. The family members who have traveled with her join together in song for the departed. This wind, where does it blow from? Where does it start its journey here? Does it come from where life begins? Or does it begin where life ends? The wind blows. It sweeps across the vast grassland. Kime takes one long, slow step towards his destination. "Have a good trip," calls the boy. Red and cracked as the girls were so long ago, his cheeks soften in a smile as he waves to the departing traveler. Back to the rain! All that in an instant, yeah? What is it, 10 years? Yeah, I heard you boys like rain! No, that's, yeah, these stories hit a little hard. Sometimes. I mean, it's more about the things you don't think about when you're granted immortality, right? Which, I mean, I guess is kind of a trope in itself. But realistically, when you compared it to Planescape, it is a very Planescape thing, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, save point. Jesus, Jansen.
That's nasty. Cover your mouth.
Ooh, I'm freezing here. Hey, turn around. Whoa, what are you?
Whoa, what is that?
The Grand Staff.
That little bush. Oh, that Grand Staff!
That light has got to be magic energy. The staff must be leaking.
I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere.
Seen it? Where?
Okay, this might actually be peak Uematsu.
I don't remember.
Ooh, deja vu. Or maybe your memory's coming back. No. Maybe what you've forgotten you're remembering. What? Well, excuse me for helping. You are such a pain. Okay, fine. Look at the view. I'm gonna go ahead and fix everything. You just talk amongst yourselves.
You really seen this before?
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said. Do you feel like you've seen this before?
What's with you?
Just trying to be a friend.
Don't look at me like that again.
But I thought you... Forget it.
Hey. All right, come on, you two. I thought we were gonna run. Whoa! What the heck is that?
I couldn't save it first!
Better say your prayers.
Oh, fuck! Alright, so Kaim's a little down. Alright, so it's got 800 health. We can do this, as long as no one gets one shot or anything. That's not a good start.
Okay.
Absolutely not a good start. Seth, heal thyself. We'll steal when we're able to. For now, what do you think? Probably flare? This cannot be good. Oh my god, she's dead!
Okay.
So let's not have that happen again. Alright, this is not going very well. Alright, Angel Plume, you use Flare Bomb.
Okay.
That was close.
Oh, that's ours. Oh, we're dead. We lost. What the fuck? Wow. When is the last checkpoint? Can I save it first, please? I'm glad there's a retry button. Let's skip.
Not too smart, eh?
I kicked my ass. Alright, well, we know it's weak to fire, so that's a start. Alright, hopefully Climb's fire does some damage. Okay, not great. Oh, I know what would help here, but I don't think I have enough magma ship for that. Alright, as long as it keeps doing that and doesn't go into downburst, we might be okay.
Okay.
Pretty good for a boss theme though, right? Nice, we're getting some good RNG. Oh, come on, die. I gotta play like 3 protect or 2 protect 1 here.
Okay.
Just those 2 on healing and Jansen just doling out the flares.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be able to do this. I mean, we're getting some real good RNG. If he had done Downburst even a single time here, this would be a different fight. Alright, I'm getting greedy. It looks like it's getting weak. Oh, yeah, boy!
That was a close one.
It doesn't tell me how much EXP we got. Also, apparently EXP stops at a level up, so you cannot gain multiple levels in a fight. 10 SP though. That's good.
We did it.
How can you be so comfortable? I almost got eaten alive.
I think it'd be an improvement if you got eaten a little. You'd talk less.
I feel like I know this voice actress.
Hurry up. I thought we were in a hurry.
I wonder who it is. Oh, fine. Save. Beautiful. Let's listen to that sweet chime. Oh, so good. Reminds me of like a Tails chime or something. You know? Oh, finally, we're out of the wind. Back into random encounters, though. You fucking what? Oh, lovely. Nope, we winned that. Lady, I don't really know what to do with you, so you do that, and then, we win that again? Is this one of those that it carries over?
Okay.
It is. Good.
That was a close one.
So we can Can we? No, we can make an earth ring. Huh. Could be good. Not useful versus those guys, but, semi-useful. Yeah, I know it's the same time frame, but this heavily reminds me of Last Remnant. I think it's just the textures and stuff like that, or like Infinite Undiscovery maybe? I don't know if that game looked like this, but whenever I think Last Remnant, I always think Infinite Undiscovery. Somehow all of those 360 era RPGs just kind of, like, whenever I think of one, I always think of the others. No box and stuff go around. Oh boy. It's the big owl. Okay. Go ahead and steal. Jansen can flare. I wish we had enough magma orbs or whatever for that flame ring. That would have been good. Shit, we made it angry.
Like taking candy from a baby.
Wind seal leaf. All right.
Are you some kind of beast?
Number at the top? Oh boy. Something I missed, clearly. That's usually how it works. I wonder if the gauge, the guard, what was guard something or other? I wonder if that's affected by, I guess we won't find out here, but I wonder if magic can go through it or not. It looks like it does. Oh, that's the timing. You have, it's like 100 milliseconds or something like that before you lose your opportunity to do the ring.
That wasn't very fun.
Ramming speed! So we got some weird-ass machinery. Yeah, this music's smooth. I like that you just ram into shit, like, that's how it works. Slot seed. You know, thinking about it, I didn't realize it. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought there was no weaponry. I was like, what the fuck is that about? On that note, though, Level 1 black and white magic. How about that shit, huh? Well, if that's the case, we're gonna swap these two. She can do level 2 black magic, but not level 1 black magic. Wait a sec. Oh, up to level 2, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, hold up. I was a little worried that you could only use level 2 like some Final Fantasy 1 shit. Alright, so we ain't going that way. And we're just slowly making our way down. What do we... Is it worth? Yeah, let's try it. I said I wasn't really gonna explore, but... There's a chest there. There was a, RPG for the 360 that I always wanted to play, but never actually got. Like, I didn't buy it, and I kind of regret it. It was called Magna Carta. I think it was Korean. But it actually looked good. I just never got around to buying it or trying to play it. I ended up getting sucked into Operation Rainfall for like 4 months of my life. Its last generation was fucking terrible for RPGs for the most part. Like, Operation Rainfall was 2 RPGs and a Zelda-like. I can't even say it was like RPGs, and they were the only RPGs on the Switch, or not the fucking Switch, the Wii. That was it. I don't remember any others. Probably should have healed, huh? We got Aqua. What are these guys? Fire? Come on, kill it. Nice. Just crawl into the game? What? I don't think that's it, man. It's a good game, though. That and Uematsu is really hitting the good parts here. Whoa. Can we get like full HP off a level? No. Oh, his heals suck. Alright, everyone's relatively good. We got some low MP, but whatever. I don't think Uematsu has really done bad stuff. I mean, he's not my favorite JRPG sound guy, but realistically, you can't go wrong. Did Uematsu do Send to Oria? Because there was a lot of collaboration going on in 11 soundtrack. And I don't even think Sandoria is bad. It's bad in a vacuum, but it's good for the city.
Who are you?
No one's contacted you. We're investigators sent by the council. I'm Seth. He's Kime. You can just ignore the other one.
Hey.
Oh, our communications have been jammed. That magic engine is malfunctioning again. Magic energy has been leaking everywhere non-stop.
Do you think the voices are part of the sound effects? I need to audio engineer this off stream.
I knew it was out of control. Didn't it bring down the meteor again?
Ugh, meteor? What are you talking about? We tried our best.
Also, that guy is wearing full-on balaclava.
We've evacuated this site, but we did everything possible to get a control valve in place to stop the flow. 3 days ago, the runoff was unbelievable.
And that's when that happened.
This is the beginning of the game, by the way. Giant meteor came, popped up in the sky, cracked open, lava everywhere, and then landed. Turned literally everything to ash. Quite entertaining. Kime pops his hand out like the shredder, and then just grasps at nothing. If I remember, this is gonna be a section. I think I want to stop the stream there. Just under 3 hours, so it's not ideal, but it's not bad. With that said, I'm gonna go get something to eat and enjoy the rest of my day. Hopefully you guys enjoy yours as well. Shit, I have no idea what tomorrow is. No fucking clue. We'll figure, that's a tomorrow problem or something. I don't know. Either way, I love you, don't leave me Saturday. What? Either way, I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this will be a fun stream. I'm glad I've already gotten to cry on stream. Please enjoy that. I'll catch you guys later, alright? Go take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.